What's up, guys? I got a new shirt. Look where I'm at. I'm at the service center showroom. Sales reps are pretty busy. I might help them out later, but I gotta bring you guys this emergency video, guys. It's pretty important. So following Tesla's aggressive price cut of 3,500 last week, right after signing the agreement not to cut prices, which just shocked everybody, a lot of other people are cutting prices. The price war is heating up once again. Cadillac Lyric is being cut. The prices of that is being cut here in China by up to 60,000 RMB. And that price cut sort of works how a NIO cuts prices. It's basically you take away some of the benefits. So you give up some of the benefits in exchange for cheaper prices. So you give up like home charger, you give up some warranty and that kind of stuff. So they're sort of following the footsteps of NIO. And then also the ID.6 Cross prices are being cut by 87K. The ID.3 is also being cut, prices cut by 37K RMB. So these are massive price cuts. And in response to that, there are rumors, massive rumors that NIO is also considering cutting prices once again, but not directly with the cars, but with the BAS rental fees, BAS fees, rental fees, the BAS fees. And to be honest, BAS fees are pretty high. And I want to just, before I talk a bit about the rumor, I want to talk about how insane BAS fees are. You guys probably know with every single NIO vehicle model, you can choose to buy the battery or you can rent the battery. And of course, if you rent the battery, if you rent the 75 kilowatt hour battery pack, you get 70K off of the car, and then you pay 980 per month. And I'll talk about duration a little bit later, but you can also rent the 100 kilowatt hour battery pack. And if you do that instead of buying the battery pack, you get 128K off and you pay 1680 RMB per month. And the duration of this contract is what's really surprising. It's 43 effing years, guys. That's pretty long. 43 years. And if you do the math on this, what really makes it not worth it is because of how expensive it is compared to the price of the battery itself. So you basically pay off the price of the battery in about 7 years just from renting the battery. And to put that into perspective, I want you to think about renting a house, renting an apartment, for example, a condo. How expensive a condo is, probably let's say 1.5 million RMB, 1.5 million US dollars for a condo. Let's just say that, all right, hypothetically. And then that small condo probably cost you around $1,000 a month in rent. Now, if you use BAS's relative pricing for the condo, that would mean that every month you would have to pay 17 grand US dollars per month for rent on that condo. So that's how expensive BAS is relative to the price of the car. So the rumor, the rumor that apparently is going on goes after this pricing. And apparently NIO has also noticed that the price of this is a little bit high, and perhaps they're doing some adjustments for it, which I think it's about time that they do adjustments for that. So apparently this new adjustment, pricing adjustment, is going to be announced along with the 150 kilowatt hour battery pack that's going to be released. And when that's released, the BAS pricing might be shifted upwards. So what that means is the 1680 per month that you pay for a 100 kilowatt hour battery pack might be the payment price for the 150, and then the 980 that you're paying right now for the 75 would be for the 100. So the prices sort of got cheaper. And then it's still not yet known what the prices will be for the 75 kilowatt hour battery pack. But there's also a further on add-on to this rumor, and that is the fact that apparently NIO is looking at potentially giving the battery to the customer after they've paid the duration of the rental fees. right? It's sort of like you pay 7 years of rent, but you pay the price of the battery. Why not just have the battery and give the customer the battery? So they're exploring this option as well, which I think makes sense. It would make this battery sort of like a financing program, and it's nothing too surprising. It's nothing too mind blowing, but it is indeed a very good news for all NIO owners, and it will attract more NIO buyers in that aspect. I think more people will buy NIOs because this will make it cheaper. And why do people choose Bass? And talking to customers, people choose Bass because it makes the price of the car cheaper, right? And it's the cars are very expensive, not affordable, and people really need the price of the car to come down a little bit, and that's why they need Bass. That's why they need Bass. But other than that, I think it makes sense to, have people be able to get the battery after they paid, for example, 7 years, and they pay the cost of the battery in terms of rent fees. And also the other thing to consider is the problem of secondhand market. I think the secondhand market has really affected NIOs quite substantially because of how Bass works. You sort of have to sell it through NIO, but at the same time, NIO is sort of giving up on secondhand market, which I think they should. Very good for shareholders because NIO has been losing a lot of money trying to sell secondhand cars. It's not doing that good. They give lowball prices, and then they take these cars in and they still sell it for a loss. Not good at all. So they're giving that up, and that just means that you sort of have to find your own buyer, but then you still have the Bass contract to transfer to the next customer. So it becomes kind of a big mess. And in that aspect, I think it's very nice that NIO owners like me, if we pay 7 years worth of Bass payments, we get the battery. That's very nice. I think that's the way it should be, and that's a very good addition, I think, in my opinion. And yeah, wow. And just a quick update on deliveries. The sales reps here are super confident that we're gonna get 20,000 deliveries this month. No problem at all. That's what they said. No problem at all. 20,000 for sure, guaranteed. The hiccup, apparently, that they talked about, they told me there's hiccups. The hiccup is mostly to do with they don't have enough trucks to ship the vehicles from the factory to the delivery center. Apparently, the delivery center in Beijing is just overcrowded, and it's got over capacity. They can't even handle the amount of deliveries here in the NIO delivery center in Beijing. It's just insane. So, damn, and the NIO sales rep told me they're getting more delivery workers from other cities to help facilitate deliveries here in Beijing, which is pretty insane. So once again, reaffirming 20,000 deliveries. That's going to be very, very awesome. There's so many competitors. There's so many EV makers here in China. If you come to China, I guarantee you there's going to be 20 different brands of EVs here that you've never even heard about. And they're all fighting for market share, and it's all a dog-eat-dog kind of situation here in China. It's just crazy, and you really got to make your product stand out. Now, like I said in the past, a price war is very good for consumers. It gives them more options. It's also good for companies. It forces them to innovate and make things cheaper, but at the same time, it might not be that beneficial for existing car owners because they might, lose out. They buy a car and then the next day it's 60K cheaper. That's insane to think about. And it might also put some customers off and be afraid of buying a EV. And that's exactly what the peace agreement was all about, that they wanted to make customers feel comfortable buying an EV and not have to worry about price cuts. And that's the whole purpose of that. 15 companies sign on this, including Tesla. But I guess it was all just for show. It was all just for show. Like, at the end of the day, it's still survival of the fittest. If you can sell cars, then you survive. So right now, NIO is doing very good. They're doing a very good rebound in terms of sales. Right now, the ES6 is a very hot product right now, and I hope this trending hot product can continue on in Q3 and Q4. People can still continue buying that car, and not just because it just came out and because the fear of benefits going away. So that's a reason why a lot of people are buying this car right now, is because it's the last month in July. It's the last month that you can get 6 free swaps per month forever, or 4 free swaps per month forever. And after that, no more free swaps. I mean, like, after that, you just got to pay for swaps. So that is definitely a very good reason. And also, TIY by Ting, I know he watches my channel. I also watch his videos. He is the YouTuber who makes EV videos here in China. His mother language is Thai, so he makes a lot of Thai videos. I also managed to convince him to buy a NIO as well, and he's buying it also because he doesn't want to miss out on the 6 free swaps per month forever. It's a very good deal, and holy smokes! I mean, like, even some of the NIO managers and NIO sales reps, they're buying the cars right now as well because they don't want to miss out on that. It's very nice that he's also buying a NIO. He told me he's getting an ES7 very soon. ES7 for a road trip to Shanghai. He told me he's getting that for a road trip to Shanghai. Might be worth watching for you guys. He's going to be swapping all the way. So definitely go check out his channel if you haven't already checked out his channel. But once again, the NIO manager and the NIO sales reps reaffirming 20,000 deliveries this month, because he told me everybody has about 10 to 20 orders in their pockets that need to be delivered. And trucks, what? I know. The trucks to ship the cars. That's the shortage. That's pretty insane to think about. Let me know what you think about this rumor about BAS fee adjustments, and also the potential of making the customer own the battery after they've paid off the battery payments. I think that's pretty cool. As always, stay safe, stay healthy. Peace out.